BBC One surprising stories from familiar places. Inside Out with Joe Crowley.
Hello and welcome. Tonight we're in Basingstoke as we follow a new force for good on our late night streets.
Even though we choose to come out and get this drunk, there are people that care for everyone else's safety and stuff.
There are people that are really broken and needing someone to talk to, and alcohol really brings that out in people.
Well, those two have certainly got a bit of fight about them, although in a slightly different way from those in our next film, who pour out onto the streets of Basingstoke at the weekend after a few drinks. Now this, like any centre on a Friday or Saturday night, has its fair share of boozy carnage. But there is one group of guardian angels on hand to help, and Louise Chandler went along to meet them.
Every Friday and Saturday night, in more and more towns and cities across the south, a new force gets ready for action.
The first thing is we want to pray for our protection, and most of all we want to pray for peace, so there'll be protection on all of us as we go out there.
Now this group is actually preparing to go out for a night in Basingstoke's town centre.
You'll be aware that the community safety have given us these attack alarms that we give out to single girls.
May look a bit like a military operation, but they've only got one mission in mind. That's to be a good Samaritan.
We just pray, Lord, that that we can show them your love this evening. But Lord, whatever we've got to deal with tonight, Lord, we pray that you'll be with us and you'll never forsake us.
The street pastors have a particular flock to look after, the pub and club revellers, who, let's face it, can get a little bit worse for wear.
If you come out and just help one person out in an evening, it's worth coming out for it. That's what we love about it. I remember one lad said to us one night, he said, "You can't make a difference." And I said, "Well, if we made a difference in your life tonight, then it was worth us coming out for it." And he was a lad that was really hurting and was talking all about his problems with his family and everything else.
Nearly 60 volunteers take turns to patrol the town centre, answering a Christian calling from churches all across Basingstoke.
It's so nice talking to people and kind of like really changing their misconceptions about what Christianity is all about. We're not all Bible bashers, and we are trying to make a difference. We're trying to help people, and I know we're not going to change the world by doing street pastors, but there are people that are really broken and needing someone to talk to, and alcohol really brings that out in people.
While some of the squad busy themselves clearing up broken glass, others build friendships with the regulars they see each week.
You're right. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
You're right. You having a good night then?
We're having a good night, but better.
So are you going? You're better. Better for seeing me. Oh, thank you.
But the good humour can mask more serious issues. This young man's grandfather died before he was able to say his goodbyes.
That's really tough.
You have no idea.
And he feels let down by his God.
I went into that church, the one down there actually, and I begged for more time. And that is why I gave up my religion. I just wanted to seek him one time. All I wanted to see him for. The best answer I got was, God has a plan for everything.
Sometimes people do get a little bit funny with us, but they know we don't go out, as I say, to preach at people, and we're just out there to help and care and listen to people. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Emily!
Happy birthday, Emily! It's Emily's birthday!
Amongst the loud and merry is one girl Malcolm knows well, his daughter.
How do you feel about your dad being a street pastor?
At first it was like, oh my goodness, but now it's really good. Yeah, no, everyone loves it. I think everyone in town thinks they're amazing. Because they're completely different to police. I think police are more hands-on, as where they can't be, so definitely.
You know you want me!
The police are still ever present, making sure no laws get broken, but they welcome the low-key approach of this new army of volunteers.
I don't think they're a replacement for police officers, but they're very supportive to the work we do, particularly in busy town centres at night. Very supportive, very helpful and good for everyone.
Is there ever a time when you think, actually, I just want to go home now, I've had enough?
Yeah, you get a couple of nights where, because obviously you've got a full-time job, and some nights you're really tired, you can almost fall in bed, you get that sort of thing, but you just love it, we just... here we go, we've got something here.
It seems to be a family bust-up, and tensions are running high.
Oh, your brothers and sisters, you're all right.
We've been asked to take a step back because the street pastors are currently dealing with a situation that's occurred, but it seems like they're handling it and managing to calm people down.
So what have I done to upset? You haven't done anything. I'm just asking you as a brother to leave me alone for a minute while I calm down. Yeah, but I can't. Dave, you just said to me to go. Leave me alone. That's what you want. I'm 19 years of age. I can handle myself. I can go home if I want to go home. Leave me alone.
Because we were there, our presence, just being here, he sort of, you know, heard what she was saying, leave me alone, and we were there to sort of calm her as well and just to be there.
So how would you get back to London?
By train. I didn't come out here for an argument. I came out here for a good night out, a good time with my family. I didn't come for anyone to shout in my face. How dare you?
How does it make you feel that people are coming out voluntarily to consume too much alcohol, and you guys are actually there to kind of clean up their mess in a way because they're drinking too much?
I mean, everyone makes their own decisions about what they want to do, and as Christians we're told to be where Jesus would be, go and do the things Jesus would do, and if Jesus was alive and a human now, he would be doing things like street pastoring and other things that are going to where people need help.
How long have you been in Basingstoke?
About a year and a half now. My missus, and then she fell pregnant, and then she just changed and kicked me out, so...
Oh, I'm really sorry about that. If someone tells you that, you know, perhaps they're, you know, had a real serious issue in their family, or somebody's just told you what their family upbringing was like, you know, sometimes you could cry, you know. It's one of those things, actually, where you can be out with people, you'll laugh a lot with people, but sometimes you might even be crying with someone.
Wow, like there are people that care. Like, even though we choose to come out and get this drunk, there are people that like care about you still. Like, you know, care for everyone else's safety and stuff.
If I ever need help from the pastors, I know they're there now. I didn't know they were there before.
What do you think of them?
Yeah, they look quite friendly.
For these party people, the Christian presence on the streets hasn't spoilt their night out. Who knows? It just might have helped.
Hampshire police statistics say that in the past 3 years, rowdy and nuisance behaviour has decreased by 18% in Basingstoke. Now, while Hampshire police actually say that there's been other contributing factors, they do agree that the street pastors has had a calming influence on the town.
And that calming influence may be sugar-induced as free sweeties win over new friends.
I'll get a lollipop? Oh, I'll come more often.
And the lollies could be doing their stuff. No street pastor nationwide has ever been attacked or assaulted.
And I suppose lollipops are a good way of striking up conversation.
Yeah, especially the sour ones.
The sour ones?
Yeah.
What reaction does that get?
Blue tongue, red tongue, and wow.
The pastors have even got a gift for those girls a little unsteady on their feet.
I was trying to send a text. I sat on like this bollard. I was quite drunk, and this lady handed me a pair of flip-flops and a date rape alarm, and I was just like kind of taken back by it, and I was like, wow, thanks. I was like, no, I don't need this. She's like, no, just take it just in case.
As people start to roll their way home, many thankfully wearing their sensible shoes, Malcolm meets a young man whose heart has been broken by a woman.
If you've ever loved someone, like I'm sure you have, it's kind of difficult to get rid of someone you love. It's hard.
Sometimes when we find out who's not for us, it gives us an opportunity. I said to you last week, you know, you find out who is for you. Do you know what I mean? And that's what.
You know, and that's what I love about it. I love about you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't tell me what to do, but you tell me what's right. You know, and for some reason that seems right.
It's 3 a.m. The last club is closing its doors, and for Malcolm and his team, it's almost time to head home for some well-deserved rest.
Tonight, you know, once this is cleared, as long as we feel that it's a calm evening, then please God, we'll get home and we'll have get to bed about 4 o'clock. As you see, it's been a great night. No one's really got hurt or anything, so it's just great to go home and know that you've made a difference.